flood recovery in downtown Cedar Rapids has seen a lot of ups and downs.
Even after the cleanup, some storefronts and offices stayed empty for years. At the same time, a shortage of apartments and condos forced tenants to the outskirts of town. But tonight, nearly 7 years after the high water, city and business leaders showcased hundreds of new places to live. The urban living event let people who want to move to the heart of the city meet with the developers who are building the apartments and condos.
There is even a new website to show what's available at what price. CBS 2 News reporter Matt Hamill spent the last few days looking into all the changes and joins us live with the progress. Matt.
Yeah, Scott and Tiffany, 2 years ago, if you were a computer engineer or a teacher looking for a place where you could walk to the theater, maybe live above a coffee shop, you could not find a place down here. But that was then, and this is now. They are lifting steel to the sky, crafting construction that offers amazing views from some incredible, raw, historic spaces.
That's where the action's at, right?
And changing attitudes about urban living with a building boom in housing this downtown hasn't seen in decades.
You're looking right out at the marquee and right on First Avenue. You're looking at the U.S. Cellular Center, the marquee. It looks fantastic at night.
Taryn Ondler says Coventry Lofts is a prime example of the changing Cedar Rapids skyline. They ripped the walls off the 1893 grocery store and gutted the inside to reveal soaring exposed ceilings. Trendy, darker colors in the kitchens, skylights on the top floor, a 2-minute walk from your couch to a concert at the Cell, and a rental rate that erased any doubt that people want to move downtown.
Phenomenal, the response that we've gotten. And like we said, less than a year of construction, we are up and going, and we are 100% full just about.
A raw and urban feel right down to the graffiti left on the old brick walls.
And that's what the young professionals are looking for, especially those moving from a larger city.
Real estate broker and city council member Scott Olson says look around the downtown and you'll see it's no fluke. Developers plan to open the doors on another 500 apartments and condos from NewBo to Kingston Village in the next year, some upwards of $1,500 a month.
We prove that if you build it and it's nice, people will rent it. We feel that eventually downtown could sustain 3,000 to 5,000 units, in this decade.
It used to be no one would live downtown.
A few blocks away, Kingston Commons is a crowning achievement with beautiful views of the river. Developer Fred Timko says he knew he wanted to live here, and the 17 upscale units with large bedrooms, master baths, and walk-ins are convincing others too. The 5-minute walk to theaters or fine dining, music all summer at the amphitheater, and what he calls the old city view and the new city view mean a lot of people who could choose to live anywhere are choosing the heart of the city.
Not so much for the convenience of living downtown, but just because it's a fun place to live, and they're choosing to want to be a part of that vibrancy.
The rhythm and traffic of a downtown may not be for everyone. But empty nesters and young professionals who want to curb their cars are drawn to the bright lights.
Keeping kind of the old feel, but obviously being new and updated is really neat.
Tyler Craig is one of those new urban dwellers. He now lives just 2 blocks from work. Just 5 minutes from some of the best restaurants and bars in town, and he'll never have to worry about where to park.
After work, there's so many great places to go to catch up with friends. So really, that's ideally where I want to be, and being a young professional is pretty much ideal.
Davenport and Des Moines may be ahead in the renovation revolution, but they'll never top what's under construction at the old Furniture Mart.
But there are challenges. New buildings.
Contractors are rewriting 100 years of history with a blueprint for open spaces and soaring ceilings. Inside, 12 condos with beautifully exposed brick and cityscape views of the downtown, supported by massive beams from an era gone by. The kind of natural grain look that's so old it's cool again. Outside, time for changes with 2 huge cutouts for clocks. A 6-footer on one end and a giant 9-footer facing the Federal Building. Also sheepish hints in the windows of maybe a first-floor bar. A strong indication of things to come, with more projects like the old Smolikoff's building still on the horizon.
We have national companies now looking at downtown because of the size of the project, and local developers. And that was never the case before. So that tells you they see something.
Some very cool places and more to come, and we will put a link to that website showing the places available now and the ones that will come online in the future on our website. Covering the corridor tonight in Cedar Rapids, Matt Himmel, CBS 2 News, 10 at 10.